Hey guys, Mika here, and man, do I have quite the exciting uke here in my hands. Um, this type of ukulele just rarely ever shows itself on the market or just at all in general. It's so rare and sought after. Kamaka is so backlogged with this particular instrument that yeah, it's just really it's a privilege of mine to be able to hold one and share one of these rare ukuleles with you folks. This is a custom Jake Blue model Kamaka ukulele, and Kamaka doesn't really make too many customs beyond the ones that they make for their artists. So again, being able to just have a custom live in person is pretty spectacular. So this one, as the name implies, it has a blue aesthetic to it with the abalone that's chosen in the rosette as well as around the instrument. It They go more for that kind of bluish abalone color, but it accents really nicely with the blue actual purfling around the entire instrument that really makes that abalone pop around the rosette around the side. Very, very nice. And then when you move to the sides, you can actually see that darker blue purfling on the top and the back, or top and the bottom, and as well as the back, all around that black ebony binding here on the back of the instrument and then on the front. But this is some really nice curly coal. This is definitely my kind of curly coal, where it's really orange and golden kind of color. It has big, nice big curls, and it's properly book matched really well, or not properly, but I'm the type of person that likes their ukulele book match so that it looks like pretty much one piece of wood. And then you have a little bit of the stripes here in the middle of the instrument, and then we also have nice stripes that goes along the sides of the instruments. And then even again, the front and the back are book matched, so you can literally take this and it's like seeing it again on the front. You can see those two lines again, nice curliness going on throughout the ukulele. So very, very beautiful stuff on this instrument. You can see Jake Shimabukuro's signature right here on the 12th fret. And Jake's ukulele, and since, I mean, I grew up watching Jake since I was a kid, so not that many years ago, I guess. But Jake used to have a red ukulele called Buffy, and I think it was around 2015 when he came out with his Travels album. That's when he migrated to going with a blue-themed ukulele, and I guess from then on, I don't know the exact history or the collaboration, but essentially Kamaka and Jake have teamed up to make this Jake Blue model. So this ukulele is pretty much spot on to what he has. A little bit of bragging, but I got to play Jake's uke a few times, so being able to play this and having it compared to what I have in my head Jake's uke, it's pretty much the exact same thing. It's like 99% the same thing. So this is the most authentic way to go about playing the exact uke that Jake goes ahead and plays on his instrument. So just like with almost every other custom or like semi-custom ukes that you get with Kamaka, you're gonna have your ebony bridge, ebony fretboard, ebony headstock with the big slotted headstock with the square. That's how you know this is special too, because the semi-customs with Kamaka have more of that classical guitar headstock, so it has more of the point on the top. But this one is the flat because Jake uses the flat headstock, and then abalone KK, the iconic KK on the top, and then the Goto tuners. Oh, sorry, not Goto tuners. Gilbert tuners here on the sides with the snakewood buttons. Really nice big footprint on the side, but what's really nice is the gold and abalone shell that's on the gears right here on both sides. Really good stuff, very accurate, and it does a really good job of just filling up the headstock because this is a little bit bigger than normal kind of slotted headstock. So really awesome stuff. Gloss mahogany neck, or gloss finish mahogany neck here, even on the back of the headstock, and then you have a black ebony heel right there on the neck. But I don't mean to say like this is kind of like a straightforward uke, but in a way it kind of is. This is pretty much a musician's instrument. It's beautiful in the way it sounds, in the way it plays, but also just more of the simple aesthetic. There's nothing crazy going on like, oh, here's a turtle over here, or here's some waterfall, or like there's like other inlays on the instrument. It's just perfect abalone koa, which is like which is very popular amongst a lot of ukulele musicians. So this is just a very classy, very beautiful instrument. An excellent example of why Kamaka is one of the best in the world, and they've been doing it the longest in the world since 1916. So very beautiful stuff all around. Super clean build. Now getting into the sound of this, I love the sound of this, and this is me being a little biased because my ear likes to hear more clarity in instruments and hearing a mid-range kind of sound. And this instrument perfectly encapsulates that kind of tonal range that's going on. And the sound of it's just really warm, but has a nice mid-range, but still has a little bit low ends. You don't really have that much of the low ends, but just enough to where there's such a full body sound, and the sound projects forward. It's nice and loud, and it's just so clean. This G7 chord, G7, even all the way up here, G7 sus. And then just the decay, the natural decay of the notes. Very nice, very clean. Super nice. Just kind of plays like butter, honestly. The setup is right in the middle, maybe around 2.5 millimeters, which is kind of like the standard setup. Not too high, not too low. But for fingerstyle, man, this thing is a dream. Looks how clean. That A string. Strumming is really easy. It's a dream instrument, from the looks, from it being a custom Kamaka, to the playability, to the sound. This instrument really boasts some of the best stuff you can find in a custom ukulele. So here is a sound sample featuring this wonderful instrument. 3-ish Beatles tunes, Norwegian Wood, or what I know Norwegian Wood, in my life in yesterday. Oh, this is a dream. Oh. Here's some strumming.